What do you say to a man who asks you, what do you bring to the table?
Tell him I own the table. I brought the chair too. Now ask him what he's doing sitting here with empty hands.
Many months later.
Alright, so everybody keeps telling me there's all these wonderful men out there that'll take you on dates and buy you flowers and do sweet things for you. And everywhere I look, there's all these men on TikTok that are talking about how they would love that kind of opportunity with a woman and all of these things. And I don't seem to understand why I can't find them. Can someone point me in the right direction, please? Thank you.
Where are all the masculine men that want to lead, protect, and take care of women? All the men that I find are hyper-feminized and they want to be led, protected, and taken care of by a woman. I know that masculine men exist, but like, where are they?
It's funny because she turned off her comments. So the men would have probably told you, except you probably didn't want to hear nothing.
If you're between the ages of like 35 to like, I don't know, 40s, in your 40s, and you're single, stop scrolling. Is it just me, or is every man in their, I don't know, 40s that you're trying to date traumatized? I'm not out here trying to fix nobody. I already fixed myself. I feel like every guy that I've met or that I'm trying to date or that it's trying to, I don't know, get to know, has somehow been traumatized. Traumatized from their divorce, traumatized from their mommy issues, traumatized from I don't know what. But like, where are the good guys? Where are the guys that are like healed and normal and not bald? I don't know. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with being bald, but like, if you can pull it off and you shave your head, then that's one thing. But if you're trying to like hold on to dear life, like, no, please stop. I'm starting to think that I'm like so healed that I'm not willing to deal with any bullshit anymore. Like, I don't know. All the guys are like, I don't know. Am I the only one out here suffering? Am I the only one out here with this problem? Can somebody let me know? Also, if you want me to continue on with this and, I don't know, let's start a series, let me know.
If you want a boyfriend, the only thing you need to do is move to San Francisco. You don't have to do anything else after that. I was there this weekend. Every single man was hot and tall and successful. There were no other types of men. Every single solitary one, and there were thousands of them, and there were no women. I've never seen anything like it. I don't totally understand why it's like that, but that's where you find a husband, I guess, so you're welcome. And in fact, I was so confused that I asked some of the men about it, and I was like, how's dating here? And almost every single one was like, I really want a girlfriend, but it's really hard to find single women here. Is this true? Like, does anyone live there, and can you verify this?
I'm telling you, if you're in San Francisco, it's a high chance they got tech companies out there. Them brothers got money. And they not afraid to use it.
Done more for the world, men or women?
Women, of course.
Of course. So who walked on the moon first? Who's the richest person in the world? Who invented the light bulb?
Fair enough, but women gave birth to all of them.
A vegan and a vegetarian are jumping off a cliff to see who will hit the bottom first. Who wins?
I don't know. Who wins?
Society.
Bend down and touch your toes. Now spell run.
R-U-N.
Why do you keep turning my seat warmer off?
Why do you keep turning it on? That's a seat warmer. It warms the seat.
Okay.
Okay, well, you should not put a seat warmer on. But what we're not going to do is fry fish up in this motherfucker.
If you don't have feet, is there a point to you wearing socks?
No.
If you don't have hands, is there a point to you wearing gloves? Then why do you wear a bra?
Damn! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Are we ever gonna talk about how a lot of those videos on how to be feminine and unlocking your feminine energy are just like deeply sexist and fucked up? Like, I feel like I'm tired of acting like they're innocent and well-meaning because they're not. Like, a lot of these videos throw in a lot of self-care and self-empowerment buzzwords to obfuscate their sexism. But if you just look at what they're telling you and you take out those buzzwords, you'll see very quickly the advice they're giving other women is just deeply sexist and slut-shaming and the exact kind of thinking that feminists have been fighting against for decades. Like, according to these videos, it's not feminine to walk fast, talk fast, use slang, use AAV, speak loudly, curse, wear sweatpants, go out without makeup or hair, overshare gossip. It's not feminine to feel stressed because femininity thrives in ease. It's not feminine to speak loudly because femininity isn't loud. It's not feminine to go after what you want or someone you desire in life because femininity doesn't chase, it attracts. Like, what in the 1800s Victorian England is going the fuck on here? You ladies have lost the plot, and I'm tired of pretending like it's innocent. It's not. Like, I've seen so many videos now where it's like, feminine tip, dress like you respect yourself. Less skin equals more elegance, more mystery. That's just slut-shaming. That's just misogynistic, sexist rhetoric. And there's actually nothing elegant and classy about saying that out loud. I saw another video where the girl was like, femininity doesn't use slang. You shouldn't use slang because it makes you sound like you're uneducated. That's just like such a wildly incorrect and classist and arguably racist thing to say. I am so shocked she felt comfortable saying it out loud. Not a very classy or elegant thing to say out loud, by the way. Makes you sound like a snob. Also shows that you're an idiot who doesn't know any smart people, because if you did, you would know how wrong you are. And even when these videos aren't like outwardly offensive, they're just bizarre. Like that same girl in one of her videos said, "It's not feminine to be in a rush or hurry." What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, running to catch the bus, walking briskly because you have somewhere to be. There's something inherently unfeminine and masculine about that. Like, do you think when a man sees another man running to catch the bus, he's like, that's a real man's man, a real macho guy? Do you think when I see a girl walking briskly on the street, I'm like, wow, that's a real butch woman? Like, you people are crazy.
There's a woman in the comments that said, "Today, I'm teaching you how to be feminine." And she responded like it was like a little quote. And she responded by saying, "I'm a woman. I'm already feminine." Oof. Sorry, but no.
Things that have been said to my male coworkers as a server that if they said to me, I'd literally file a restraining order. You look like you could fight me off, but I'd keep trying. The other thing I want in my mouth I can see in your pants. How much are you worth? You look like a bottom. Grabs my coworker's hand. Let's get married tonight. We're gonna kidnap you and put you in our basement and make you our little pet. What color collar should we put on him? I could fit you in my trunk if you really squeeze tight. I'm gonna wait till you're off work and follow you home. This has been over the series of multiple jobs, and I get that it's not the same thing, but imagine if someone said that to me, I would scream, oh my god.
Pass, 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 pass. You look like Polo G, so I'm gonna say smash. Pass, 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 pass.
Damn, you sure you wanna do that?
A few moments later. But I'm gonna pass respectfully. This one, I'm gonna have to pass respectfully.
What we got right here? What we got right here?
You just look like I can't lie. This one, I can't smash it. I gotta pass it.
Alright. I'll pass.
Man, you saying real chill. You can dress out.
Yeah, she regretting that shit.
Pass though. Yeah. Pass. Yeah. Oh, okay. Pass.
Ma'am. You didn't even look at me. Why am I looking at you? You right, pass. Do nothing with her. No
You can do some though. You can do some.
Bro, I can't do nothing with her. I'm a pass. No cap. Her right here. I don't know. I can't get the throat on.
Hell nah. You pass me.
Pass respectfully. Hold up. No, for sure. Can I get 360 on me? She looking. Hold up. Wait. Pass. Alright. I throw dimes in basketball, so I'm a pass.
Here, I'm gonna pass.
Okay. You couldn't.
I think men want an emotional outlet when they come home. Do you know what? Today's days, I'm just gonna say it. Be his mother. Be his mother.
This is the most delusional shit I've ever heard in my life. You are describing a child.
But if you keep giving me problems, I'll try and fix and fix and fix.
Well, the first problem is coming home and crying to you in the first fucking place. What the hell are you gonna do about it?
Not crying like that, but I mean...
Emotional outlet? A man's job is to be the mountain that a woman's emotional waves crash into. If he needs you to be strong enough to go to work the next day, you need to find a new man, or find a man in general.
But then that leads into toxic masculinity, doesn't it?
Cool. So, how about he keeps him to himself and maybe talks to his colleagues at work about fixing the problem, not coming home like a little bitch to his wife. If he can't make her feel safe, truly feel safe, you think him coming home and telling you about his problems at work is going to make you feel safe and protected? He's supposed to be the fucking hero. He's supposed to have charge of the situation. Coming home and crying to you like a little bitch is going to do nothing but dry your pussy up. I'm telling you right now, you're wrong.
Best Buy getting a new camera for some content.
Can I get your number?
Oh my god, guys, he wants my number.
Great, for your account, man.
If a woman ever brings her child along for a date without your knowledge or consent, then she's on the hook for whatever expenses are brought on by the kid. That man agreed to a date, not to feed her legal responsibilities.
Men like to be chased nowadays.
They do, yeah.
Wait, so you don't like that men want to be chased?
No, men should chase us.
You think men should chase women?
Yes.
You don't find that like unattractive or a turnoff?
Absolutely not. That's very masculine.
So how does a guy know when you're interested?
That's a good question.
Yeah, they're not supposed to.
It's belief.
so like, how do you get anywhere in this?
That's probably the most honest answer that a woman will give you to a question like that. Men aren't supposed to know when she's interested. We're just supposed to randomly guess. And they say this all because they don't want to bother walking up to a dude to say hello.
Babe, you need to give me USD dollars, not fake $20 bills. That's embarrassing. Your favorite streamer is giving $20 fake bills. And that's your favorite streamer, honey.
Yo, it's funny. Fake bills for that fake.
It's hard to say which one is worse, the fact that she's trying to shame a dude for giving her fake money after she demanded it, or that it happens so often that the guy carries around fake money to give the women who are constantly bothering him on stream.
Can I ask you, super quick, would you rather $100 or a date with me and my friend? Come on.
I have to say $100, surely.
Why? With both of us.
That's a leading question.
Oh, that was a big time rejection.
Ouch, my ego's bruised.
Let him slip it.
By accident.
I make too much money to let that shit happen.
How much money do you, how much money you make? A year?
30,000 a year.
How much?
30,000 a year.
How much money you make at the end of the year?
I make 14,000 a month.
I'm not impressed.
I didn't ask you for your price, but I told you how much I make a month.
Good for you.
How do you make that in a month?
I sell solar.
Solar?
Solar, yeah.
So you make 14 grand a month?
Yes.
Women have left me 30,000 comments. These are their 3 favorite phrases. Number 1, male loneliness epidemic. Women think this is the funniest thing that they've ever heard. Or they like to go, men aren't lonely enough. And I just reply to these comments now with, you sound like an incel. Number 2 is lavender marriage. Ladies, my gay friends are wonderful, but I think you should get to know them a little better. I really don't think you'd be happy married to one of these dudes. Number 3 is anything about tables. Women love phrases about tables, like, what do you bring to the table? Or, I am the entire table. Something about tables. I think women just yearn for the kitchen.
He said they sound like an incel because they are. They are. That's what they are. Modern women don't understand how lonely they are. They try to project that on men. But it's actually them that are struggling and having trouble. Unfortunately for them.
I'm seeing all of the badass pretty bitches. They online. They putting their pride to the side and they coming out and they asking, where are the niggas? Like straight up, where the niggas at? Where they hanging at? Do anybody know? Like, it's sounding like it's giving real desperation. Even the bad bitches is in complete desperation right now, looking for where the niggas at. Like all the pretty ass, nothing ass, ain't shit ass situations you got going on. They know you ain't about shit. They know you using them. They know it ain't no real love. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad it's a woman saying this because it's true. It's true. Men today, we got way more information than our fathers and our grandfathers did. And we not putting up with the BS. We just not. Men today have the abundance mindset. We know that the numbers are in our favor now. When you count the amount of guys locked up, guys playing for the other team, and guys that just really ain't shit. When it comes down to good men, if you're a good man, you got your stuff together, the world is yours. The world is yours, and we know it now.
Not looking for y'all. Y'all are a problem. Enjoying their peace. Chilling, relaxing. Not worried about picking up an extra $1,000 bill each month.
I seen a post that said, where are all the men at? It's like men are not outside. What are men doing? They're on live. They're on live. They're on live. They're on live. They really put their good stuff on, make their plate to sit on live. That's the new man's hobby, is going live. That's the new outside. Going live. Whatever gives you peace and keep you safe, King. I ain't mad at it, but they asked me a question. I just answered it. I think they're all on live. That's where I see them. At least that's where I see them.
Y'all really don't share too much personal shit on the TikTok, but I gotta tell you, I'm so I'm back in the dating scene. Oof. Oof. That's all I can say. I had such a lovely date yesterday. Second date. Lovely, 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 lovely date. And I drove an hour to go see this gentleman, which I didn't mind. It was a beautiful day. Went to a lovely winery. I got dressed real cute. But this dude, and everything was great. The date was great. Help me unpack this. Somebody out there on the TikTok, please help me unpack this. The date was great. Laughter, great conversation. And then I left and I didn't hear from him. And I don't know, maybe I have expectations that are too high, but dude, like, I don't know. Text your date and say, hey, hope you made it home safe. I'm like, there's a great saying, how you do anything is how you do everything. And given that I'll be 50 years old this year, I'm like, do I really have time to be training a man how to have manners, like just general thoughtful manners? So anyway, that's where that lies. And I really, really think, what do you think, show of hands? Like I could start a website called getmorehoney.com and coach these men. And I'm sure some women too, but like, come on. Seriously? Pictures with urinals in the background or your dog licking your ear? I don't know. And the etiquette thing. Like, please tell me there are men out there who text their date and say, hope you made it home safe.
So, like, I know living in a city where it's like 60 to 70% women to like men is like obviously not ideal for going out. But I'm out with my guy friends tonight. You should see them having their pick of the fucking litter, looking around, scoping out, going up to multiple different women. Do you know what I would give to find multiple men over 6 foot in this city? Do you know what I would give? And they don't even get it. They don't even know how lucky they are. And it's like, what does a girl gotta do? I gotta move, clearly. Nothing else to do.
I have heard so many of my female clients lately complaining about men, and I want to have a conversation about it. About men not being masculine enough, not being willing to chase, not being willing to initiate, not putting in effort, that they feel like all of the load is on their plate. And the conversation I want to have is not about us versus them. Because I see so much information out there and so many content creators pushing this narrative that it is us versus them. We're not on opposite teams. Men and women are meant to work together. And I want to shed some light on that today. There is absolutely a way that we can show up as women in support of men and helping to create a dynamic where it is fulfilling on both ends. Number one, we stand tall in our convictions, our beliefs, and our values. And we say no to anything that is not aligned. When you are in the dating world or you are in the beginning stages of a relationship, that is something that you need to be so clear on, and that is your work to do. Women, you need to stop being passive aggressive. You need to stop saying, oh, it's fine. You need to stop being the people pleaser. You need to stop being easygoing. You need to learn how to speak directly, openly, and honestly with your man. And I'm going to go back to, you need to get before you step into a relationship of any kind, or if those of you that are already in a relationship, the best thing that you can do for you and your partner is to get crystal clear on who the fuck you are. I see so many women getting into relationships where they don't have a good idea and they become chameleons in their relationship. And then all of a sudden, or they're people pleasers or they're easygoing, and then all of a sudden we get into relationships and we realize, oh, this isn't what I wanted, or oh, this doesn't align with me, and we become resentful. And for those of you that are in the dating process, when the right man shows up, I've got some tips and some tricks for you. Do not criticize him. The easiest way to shut a man down is to criticize him. That doesn't mean that you can't have open conversations giving each other feedback, but do not cut his legs out from under him. Learn to appreciate all of the effort that he does put in, even if it's not exactly the way that you want it. Learn to deeply respect that man and be with somebody that you deeply respect. And you are allowed to lead, but also help him lead and sit in your feminine energy. Learn how to not be just masculine, but also learn how to oscillate and dance between the feminine and the masculine. It is not about tearing men down. It is about raising ourselves up so that we have the ability to meet each other where we were meant to.
Every single man that I meet, if they are literally average looking, okay, stick with me, average looking, of normal intelligence, respectful towards others, okay personality. At this age that I am, at the big age of 30 years old, that man is now married. Like, there's literally every single man I meet, if they are normal and average looking, they're married. Which is insane, because I'm literally 30 years old, you guys. Like, I'm not 40. I'm 30 years old, okay? On the other hand, I could literally name you, like, in the double digits, women I know who are, like, absurdly hot, like 9s or 10s, so successful, such great personalities, so funny, so smart, and are single. And it's just like, I don't understand what happens. Like, I know people always say that, like, men's like value on the dating market increases as they get older and women's decreases. But it's like, I just don't understand why, if a man is literally normal, he's taken, but there are women who are, like, so above average and they're, like, so single. Like, it's actually insane. And being in business school, it is, like, truer than ever. Like, I've not met a single man who is normal, who is not in a, like, long-term ass relationship. And this was true when I was on the apps too. When I was on the apps, if I met a guy who was good looking, he was a jerk. But if he was good looking and not a jerk, you guys, it's because he had just been broken up with. Like, he had just broken up with his girlfriend like a month ago, or she had broken up with him a month ago. He was newly single. And it's like, they're single for such a short time before they get snapped up again so fast. And they're just never, like, single for a longer period of time. Like normal, good-looking, or average-looking men are just not single for any sort of extended period of time. Whereas, like, I know women who are single for years who are, like, such a catch. It's just so weird.
Excuse the lion's mane hair. I'm just gonna have a rant for a second because I saw this on today's episode of Random Things I've Seen Along the Beach. There was this man riding his bike with his daughter, like, so cute. I was like, oh bless, what a lovely, why am I burped? What a lovely man, like, how lovely. Like 3 seconds later, the mum rides past. She's got, I'm not even joking, a full-on trailer of their stuff, like 2 surfboards, boogie boards, all of the bags. Like, that thing would have weighed a ton, and she's like slogging it through on the push bike while dad's up ahead living his best life free on his bicycle. What is happening in this world? Like, there is no universe where, like, that should happen. And also, if my uncle, like, maybe it's an Australian thing, but if my uncle saw me slogging it out with a trailer while my partner was up living his best life free, he would have a lot to say. Like, what is this world. Like, I can't.
I think it's like, where are the men though? I don't feel like in your 30s,
Mhm.
you should have to deal with some of the things that you are dealing. Women of our caliber, we're educated, well-traveled, we got hobbies and shit, we got our own money, we got our, you know what I mean? Like, where are the men that are on that status? I haven't met one recently.
Where are all the good men? If you a good man, please step to the front. And if you wondering about us good women, we're around. I mean, we probably at home. We'll come out, do what we got to do. We mind our own business, and then we right back at home. So if you happen to run into one of us good women, you better think fast, okay? Because it might be a missed opportunity.
You guys want to know what I'm sick and tired of? All the men my age are married. Like, what is happening? Is the divorce rate down or something? Because I'm trying to be somebody's second wife.
Okay, so I have a genuine question. Where in this day and age do you find men? Like, good actual men? Tinder, no. Hinge, no. Bumble, that's a joke. Co-workers, no. That is banned. That is a joke as well. Uni, no. Don't be ridiculous. I don't reckon you'd find someone at a bar or clubbing. No. Festival, also no. Also, like, do I have the money to go to a festival every month? No. Like, genuinely, where do you find men? Where do you find your men?
Nowhere. In my dreams.
In your dreams.
Yep.
Like, I am telling you, I literally moved states from Tasmania to Melbourne. Maybe I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll find a man here. No, wrong. Absolutely wrong. Like, am I meant to move countries? Probably. Probably we'll find one on the coast of Greece. I don't know. Croatia or something. Maybe someone in Paris. I don't know. Definitely not in Melbourne. Like, am I just meant to go for a stroll along the beach and then find the love of my life? Probably not. Am I meant to find them at a supermarket? No. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you have a boyfriend, where did you find this? Like, if you have a good boyfriend, I know lots of boyfriends are shit. Where did you find your man? Like, probably all the good ones are gone, you know what I mean? Like, there are a lot of men in this world. Like, half of them are shit, the other half are gay, and then half of them are like, I don't know, a different transgender or something. So probably all the good ones are gone. Yeah, fuck men, I hate men, goodbye. That is my 2 cents on men, and why 2024 is for the girls.
I have a question. Have you ever noticed that there are no masculine men on the left? Have you ever noticed that? If you go ahead, and I just give you an opportunity, matter of fact, I'll give you a head start. I want you to go and try to name like 3. Okay, just name 3. Or I'll make it even easier for you. Just name 1. Like me, you probably came up with 0, zilch, nada, like nobody. The Democratic Party, they like it. It looks like a lineup of emotional support humans. All you see over there are a bunch of men who couldn't change a tire if their life depended on it. But they are quick to tell you. They are quick to tell you all about their pronouns. They're proficient in that foolishness. My question is, what in the heck happened? How did they, I should say, allow themselves to trade courage for compliance and weakness? Why would men give up their strength for sensitivity training? Why does all of this seem like lip gloss is more important than leadership? Now, don't get me wrong, okay? I know these kinds of conversations, I polarize them by talking about that there are no men on the left and it's all the masculinity is on the right. But this is not just about politics. This is about the cultural coup that's been slowly stripping men of their God-given design. And so today on the show, I want to talk about what happens when men just stop being men. When men stop being men, you'll start to notice that society, it'll start to rot from the inside out. So let's get into this. Grace and peace, you guys. Welcome back to Unshakable with April Chapman, where we discuss all things social, cultural, political, and theological from a biblical perspective. I'm your host, April Chapman, and welcome to today's show. So this morning, I did my usual email check. I grabbed my phone and I checked my email and I saw an article that my good friend Virgil Walker recently wrote. And y'all, this article had me hollering. I was like, yes and amen the entire time. You guys, Virgil wrote an article and he asked a simple question. He said, name me one masculine man in the Democratic Party. And y'all, when I tried, I really did. I mean, I was blinking really hard. I was squeezing, was just trying to think of a name of some masculine men. And the blank, I came up blank faster than Joe Biden trying to remember what.
Well, I feel like y'all spent so much time telling them who they are and who they should be and who they aren't. And they walked around trying to cater to you. And now y'all call them not masculine. While they're trying to help you with your causes, while they're trying to be in your corner, while they're trying to uplift you, empower you, and support you, y'all turn around on them and say, you guys are not masculine enough. Yeah, because I've been sitting here following behind you this whole time. Y'all sit up here and told us our purpose was to follow behind you, to do what you wanted us to do, to be there and be present for you, to validate your feelings all freaking day. And when I do that, all of a sudden I'm not masculine anymore. Don't worry about it. They say the same thing about Republicans. They say the same thing about independents. It don't matter what party you're in. They're going to say the same thing, to be honest with you. And I understand that she's probably making a point. I understand that. But I think my whole overall point is we get into this mode of telling men what they should and shouldn't be. And then we cross over and we be like, well, you know, why can't we find anybody that's reliable, that's dependable? Why can't we find people like the old days? Because y'all told them y'all didn't want them to be like the old days. Y'all told them y'all wanted to be a certain way. And when they changed to try to accommodate you guys, then y'all get upset. What's happening to modern women is men have adapted. They've said, have you noticed that men, okay, you don't listen, you're avoidant, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. A man says, okay, let me try to be better at that. He gets better at that, and then naturally some things are going to have to fall by the wayside. Why can't you just be Superman and then be Batman at the same time? Because Superman and Batman are two different people. That's why. Superman has his strengths and his weaknesses, but Superman is looking for somebody to love him through his strengths and his weaknesses. Can you imagine that? Spider-Man is saying literally every superhero has their strengths and weaknesses, and people are going to love them through it. See, it's okay when Spider-Man or Superman has their weaknesses. You just put a little piece of kryptonite in his face and he just becomes the weakest man in the world. But that's okay because he can take me a ride on a ride in the sky. And how many times is that actually going to happen that he faces kryptonite? So yeah, he's good. Oh, Spider-Man, yeah, he might have some issues. He might get flung around from time to time, but all the girls love him, so therefore he has no weakness. Oh, Batman, he's a little bit dark, might have some mental issues, but he's a billionaire, so he's got a lot of cool gadgets, and that's really alluring to me. I love that. I love that about him, right? But an average man that tried to do everything that you wanted, you said he had some mental issues. Okay, let me go get those fixed. Man that can actually stand up for you, somebody put their hands on you. You're not 6'1", so you're not big enough. I literally just took care of somebody for you. Nah, you're not big enough. I don't want that. Yeah, somebody out there, well, I can't swing across the city and I can't twist and turn and shoot somebody in the face with a web, but I got a car that's pretty dependable. It's nice. It's got nice seats in it. It's not leather, but it'll get you from point A to point B. I keep it maintained and I'm not really sure what you want. No, I don't want that. You can't swing me around the city and nobody's going to notice me. That's what we're running into today. Foolishness. A whole bunch of foolishness. Why are there no men that are this, that are that? What's going on with masculinity? Y'all are saying what y'all want, and then when a man is that, y'all go and look at the superheroes. Y'all go and look at the Chads and Tyrones. And then when the Chads or Tyrones get through using you and send you back, you're looking at these guys like, man, y'all suck. Y'all this, y'all that. You're not masculine enough. Well, I've been sitting up here trying to change for you. And when I changed for you and it adapted to what you wanted, then you went over there and got somebody else. That's freaking stupid to me. And then you call me feminine for it because I was trying to adapt to what you wanted. Unfortunately for you guys, men have started checking out. Single and childless. Did y'all hear that? Growing demographic. So now they've adapted and you're asking questions, where are the single men at? Where have all the good men gone? Where are all the masculine men? Why can't I find one of those? They're in hiding. They're in hibernation, minding their business because that's what you said you wanted them to be. As soon as y'all start getting the cause and effect of things, maybe y'all will say, hey, we want men, and leave it at that. Not we want men that, we're looking for men that, knowing that y'all have mistakes and issues and things of that nature. I want a man, and whatever comes with the man, we'll figure it out. Obviously, because some of these modern women are downright silly, I have to put out a disclaimer. That doesn't mean that that man is putting his hands on you. That man is stone cold stunning you or RKOing you through the table. That don't mean none of that. But what that means is if the man forgets to take out the trash here and there, or he don't take the trash out at 3 p.m. every single freaking day, that's not going to be a problem, right? Because you're not washing the dishes or cooking dinner every day, are you? Well, I shouldn't have to. Okay then. We partners. Go ahead and take out that trash too. Exactly. We partners. Go ahead and mow that lawn. We partners. Go ahead and maintain that, change the oil on that car. Well, I can don't get nobody to do it. That's too expensive. Go ahead and do it. Get out and start pumping the gas since we're partners and we equal. We're going to split everything down the... No, well, when it comes to that, I believe in gender roles. I believe that there's a distinction. Okay, then. There's a distinction when you want the man to adapt to what you want. But there ain't no distinction. There ain't no distinction when he need to do what he need to do. The stuff that he was doing 50 freaking years ago, there ain't no distinction. Keep on doing that. I want you to do that. Man, get out my face.
What? The male loneliness epidemic actually has like everything to do with women because it's women finally taking their power back. Because for a really long time, it was like, the reason it feels like an epidemic to guys is because for the first time, you're realizing you guys are not the prize. You guys aren't what we're winning. There's a lot of times like a woman could be successful, educated, financially independent, and people will look at her and be like, well, there's no way this woman could be possibly happy because she's not raising babies for a boy. She doesn't have a husband and kids, so she could not possibly be fulfilled. That's where it comes from. That's what it is. It's a male loneliness epidemic because it affects men. Because for a really long time, you guys were under the impression that you were owed a wife or owed a woman. Like that was just something you automatically got because men are the prize and women spend their whole life trying to find a man who likes them so that she can give them babies. That's kind of just like the message of the world. But now women are like, I don't really want to do that. And men are like, but you have to. And we're like, no, we don't. And men are like, oh my God, it's an epidemic. So that's what's happening. What the epidemic is that women are raising standards for men, but men are not raising standards for themselves. And for a really long time, and even now, there's kind of been like this idea that if a woman doesn't want a husband and kids, that something must be wrong with her. And now people are realizing, oh, she probably doesn't want a husband and kids because she wants to live her own life and not live theirs. Not that there's anything wrong with obviously having a husband and kids. I think being a parent is an incredibly hard job, and love is a beautiful thing, and it's wonderful when people do that. But if you want a housewife, find a woman who wants to be a housewife, right? If you want a stay-at-home mom, find a woman who wants to be a stay-at-home mom. They do exist, and they're awesome. But you don't get to tell every single woman that that's what they're supposed to do. Which I know you're not specifically doing, but that's kind of what the world and specifically America was doing. Being a parent is the hardest job in the world, specifically being a mother, and You are expected to desire that. And if you don't desire that, then something must be wrong with you. And that is changing. And that is scary for men, because if women don't want babies, then they might not want husbands.
But men are not actually saying this. Y'all are saying that men aren't lonely enough because they're not doing what you want them to do. What you're saying is, I'll give you babies if you give me this certain lifestyle. And it's really not, I'll give you babies, or I'll give you a family, or I'll give you what you want. It's, I'll think about it. I'll consider it. It's not a good deal for men at all. And so when they go into the mode of, well, you know, I'll just chill out, work, do my thing, that's when y'all start calling them lonely. Why aren't the men coming out? They must be lonely. That's what you guys think, because a man's not talking to you. It messes with your equilibrium, because you think because a man is in the house chilling, or he's going to work, or you don't see him, then he's just at the house. There's a lot of brothers that move throughout society just as normal, just going through my life every day as normal. You don't notice me because I don't say anything to you, but I go through my life. Oh man, y'all are silent. Y'all need to get some friends. We just got through finished watching the fight. Yeah, we just got through finish having a boys' night. Yeah, bro, did it up. Ordered wings, man. Whatever type of food that we wanted, we ordered it. Sat around, talked. Did whatever we wanted to do. All right, bro, I'll catch you later. But y'all didn't know about it because we didn't advertise it on Facebook. We didn't put it out on Instagram and TikTok. So y'all wouldn't have known about it. A lot of men move in silence. You guys don't know that, nor do you comprehend, nor do you want to comprehend it. Y'all have to have everybody looking at you at all times. When a man is saying, well, you know, I'm just going to put my head down, I'm going to go to work. And then y'all get mad at a man because he ends up on the other side better than you. And the man started behind you. And then you want to call it patriarchy and privilege and white male privilege and all that other nonsense. When the man been grinding for 10 years, you've been out there partying, playing around, getting ran through, train after train after train, caboose after caboose after caboose, all that other stuff happened to you. Playing around, messing around. When the man spent his whole entire 20s grinding, all up into his 30s, 40s, grinding, doing what he's supposed to do. And now at 40, you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Well, where am I at? Who am I? What is my purpose on this earth? And all that other nonsense that comes with it. That's what y'all be up to. And y'all get mad when men don't want to take care of that nonsense. This is you yapping, talking about nonsense that nobody cares to hear about. And they're really not going to care in about 10 to 15 years. They don't care now, but they really not going to care. I'm looking at you right now. Some people might look at you and say, nose ring theory. Nose ring theory. Always got something stupid to say. A woman in the comments said something to the effect of, every woman I know, when they get out of a bad breakup, they swear off men basically and say they're never going to ever date another man again or whatever and whatnot. But every man that I know, they go through a bad breakup, they get with the next woman. But y'all say y'all go through therapy. But y'all say y'all doing the inner work and y'all are healing. Really? By saying I'll never be with another man again? Really? All men are trash. If you want to be single for the rest of your life, go ahead and do that. But y'all continue to parrot and say all men are trash. All men are garbage. I can't find a real man. That's what y'all say. Maybe you need to change your scope and your lens, and that need to be the focus of y'all's therapy sessions for the next 6 or 7 weeks. So you can stop focusing on all the Chads and Tyrones that you actually want that don't want you, and you keep on calling men trash because you keep on going after Chad and Tyrone. Maybe you need some intense, deep therapy and changing your ways so you can start going for the men that have been trying to get with you for 5-10 years that you didn't put in the friend zone. Maybe you need to go for them. Men are not lonely enough. No, Chad is not lonely enough. No, Tyrone is not lonely enough. But the guys that y'all keep on passing by, maybe you should give those guys a chance. Maybe you should talk to those guys. Maybe those guys aren't as bad as y'all are making them out to be. But y'all continue to say that men ain't got it. Men, they're going to be lonely forever because they don't change. They don't do this. They don't do that. And they need women and yada, 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 and this and that. And they must be lonely in the house. No, I'm not. I'm not. The same way that you can go out and get you something nice to eat and expensive to eat, that's the same way them boys doing it. Man, listen, before I got married, bruh, I ain't gonna say what I was spending on food. But it was a well-known fact in my man, I would be buying stuff that I had no intention of drinking. But if it was in the store and I was like, oh shoot, it's a new flavor, I'm gonna get it. And I know all the while putting it in the cart, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna drink it. I might eat a little bit, I might drink a little bit of it, but that's gonna be about it. Sunday night, I'm gonna take myself out for something real nice. It's gonna be real nice. It's gonna be real nice. I'm gonna have it at the house. I'm gonna watch a little TV. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna get up, drive around the city, go talk to a couple people, holler at a couple people, and get ready for work. That's gonna be about it. I'm chilling. I'm relaxed. Hey man, I wanna go to Atlanta. Let's do it. Hey man, I wanna go to Chicago. Let's do it. I wanna go to New York. My brother's going, you down? Let's get it. I wasn't worried about nothing that you guys had going on. Not nothing. I don't even know you exist, and you don't know I exist. And that's how I like it. That's how most men like it. We don't know each other exist, so you won't come ask me for stuff. Where are all the good men at? Why can't we find a man to protect and provide? When a woman needed help, where were the men at? Oh, I wasn't even out there, so I wouldn't have even known. I heard about it. I'm sorry, this is not funny. I heard about it the same time that you did on the news because I was at the house. I was at the house. So I wouldn't have even known because I was minding my business. You should try it. Well, a man's got to run to the rescue. Call the cops. I'm going to quit. Y'all gonna think I don't like these women. I'm going to quit.